Hi guys. So for this, I don't know, let's call it an episode or something. Nah, for this video, I was wanting to fix an old, like, so for a Weedwhacker, they have like the pull start, and my dad's just broke. So I want to show you how this can be helpful and how you can fix it and all that. So first you wanna, I don't know if this is all the same with every, like Weedwhacker, but just, to start off, take this back covering off, wherever it comes off at, and so you want to store, like I usually store the screws in a pattern where I know will be good. So I want to lay them out in like a pattern like this. So there's one here, there's one right here, I think, yep. So one there. They're kind of hard to get to. And then, okay, so I don't know how we're gonna get that one out, but I guess that's all right for now. It'll just drop out. Or no, we can use a screwdriver for it. So I know not like anybody from my actual channel who watches my content daily will probably watch this, because this is only for people who need help with this kind of thing, and if they're new to it at all or something like that. So there's another one right under here. And it should just be able to pop off. Yep, just like that. Alright. So, now, I already see, almost lost a bolt, so I want to put that in a pattern. So right there, here's the little motor, as you can see inside. This attaches to that bolt, and here's the little tiny motor in here. That's neat. Okay, so now we have this. Here's the back. So what you want to do is right inside of here, right in there, there's so right here, whenever you spin it, that actually catches. So there's a point on it where you can actually tie it up to, and that actually might be it right there. I see it, yep. So this will actually probably be pretty tricky to get out. So if I can quickly get it out. You might need a flathead screwdriver or something like that just to get it out. And basically it's just a rope. It is very tricky to get out. Well, we could always use needle nose pliers. I'm gonna go get those right now. Very fast. So with needle nose pliers, it actually might work a lot better. So I might even need smaller ones than this. Oh no, see, it worked perfectly. So right there is where it broke off and I just shredded off. So what we want to do now is we want to feed this end to the recoil back through. There's a little hole right, if I can find it again. Where was it at? Oh, there it is. So I think you could take this out. Might be a lot easier. But you for sure definitely want to be careful because these can explode, like the spring inside of it. And it is very, very, very tricky to get back on. And you do not want that. So, you want to start feeding it through. It's actually going to be pretty tricky. I don't know how this is going to be planned out. Yeah, you would need to pop this cotter pin out. So, what I'm going to do is very, very carefully remove this without, like, bringing the spring out. So, I would more want to, I want to get a small screwdriver. And I just want to take this cotter pin, pry it upwards and over that little bump. But you want to be careful because you don't want to ruin or puncture the plastic. Right there, now pull it out. But you want to hold it down with your finger so that it doesn't come out. See, that cotter pin's out. And sorry for the loud noise too, there's a lot of cars right now. And that spring just came out. Okay, that's not what I was planning to do. Well, that's alright though. Okay. Alright. So there's the spring. It connects up in there. Could actually just probably put that back in there like that. Yep. Okay, never mind. This actually does not, like, it only removes if you pry it upwards. But if you just pull it straight out with holding it down, it should not come out. Alright, so you just want to put that down gently. And what you want to do now is take your old rope. First, actually, don't do this. Oh, actually, don't do what I was just about to do, but you're going to put it through your plastic first. Because how else are you going to get it out? So you just want to, I usually just shove it in with a screwdriver, but you could try any method you want. This is going to be one of my longer videos. Okay. So now, we have put it through the casing, and now we're going to attach it to this. And I would like to put this, let's see if it fits. So there's like a little tiny hole in there, and yes, it does fit the whole way back in. So now I'm going to take it and push it through that little tiny hole, and I can see already the rope. So now you want to get your needle nose pliers and very carefully pull it up. Like up, and try to keep that rope in there. This is probably the trickiest part of the whole thing. And what I'm doing is I'm just shoving it through this little tiny hole. You really need like a really small screwdriver and I need better needle nose pliers to get to it, but I'm just gonna try the screwdriver method if you don't have anything like a needle nose plier. So you just keep on shoving it through that hole, very carefully though. You don't want to get your hand in it. And there we go. It's already up. It's up in that little tiny pocket of a hole, and you just pull it up straight out through. And now you want to tie it probably, so you want to do like a little circle knot. Well, just regular knot. You do it a little farther down, and just like that. And I usually double knot it just to make sure it doesn't come out. And now, alright, now we want to put this rope and pull it back in and shove it back into place. So now I'm thinking one knot should have been okay. So you should check before you do your knots. So don't tighten, or don't like fully put, or like tighten down your knots all the way before you put it in to the thing. See this extra here? You want to take some cutters and cut that off. So I'm going to go grab these cutters real quick. And you want to cut very close to the plastic so it doesn't get caught in like the spring or anything. So pretty close to that. But you don't want to cut the actual knot. And there you go. See? Went through the whole thing, and it's really, really strong. So now, you want to pull this back in through and set it down very gently and start to recoil this back up. So this can be a problem where you have all this extra. So this is actually a lot of extra rope. So what you want to do is take the spring off, and you want to actually, you want to tighten this first. Which I think so. I've never tried this before. But you want to tighten this up and put it in. Actually, try not to get it underneath of everything. Now, there you go. Okay, so that did actually work. So now, it's tightened up all the way, and it's spring back loaded, just like that. Now, we want to put this back together, but don't forget about the small cotter pin that you got to put back in. So, with that, you actually want to put this in, if I can put it back on, like that. Oh shoot. Oh yes, I did put it on correctly. Okay. Now, I'm going to slide it over top of that little nub, or that notch, with a little screwdriver. So I'll show you what I did after I'm done. But don't get your finger on it because it really, really hurts. I've done that before. And I'm almost finished. Man, this is tricky. Okay, I'm gonna try it with the needle nose pliers. Maybe I'll be able to get it then. There we go. Alright, I got it. Okay. So that's what I did. I just put the cotter pin back on. So now, whenever the recoil goes, it doesn't just fling off. And see? Recoils the whole way. And springs back. So now, just want to put it back on. So this gas tank actually connects to the screw. So we want to put this on, or just dry fit it, like that. And then we want to put the covering back on, like so. And then that's actually the first screw you want to put in, because it's the most difficult. And you want to put it over the top, or however it goes back on. And also, I like to take pictures of what I'm doing, so I don't forget where the screws go. But for this certain thing, I'm okay without taking pictures. Alright, so that's actually where it will go, but I need to put the gas tank back on. Which, this is an actually pretty difficult gas tank to put back on. Also, I don't want to spill the gas. So you want to put, jeez, this is really hard. Okay, I'm going to prop this up with something. So I'm going to take my toolbox and I'm going to prop it up onto it. And just like that. Nope, not like that. Okay. Okay, now you want to put this back on correctly how it was. So this prop actually helps. Let me put it back on. Because now I don't have to hold it with one hand. I hold everything with one hand. Okay, that worked way better. So now, take your screws, and take your Allen key or whatever you had, and put the screw back on it. Should have done this before, but you want to put that back in. If I can get it back in. Very tricky. Actually. Yep, there we go. Okay, now just screw that back into place. And once you have it aligned, you don't want to tighten it down all the way. You just want to do it a little bit. And now you want to put in this other screw. And don't tighten it down all the way. And then your last screw. Put it in there. And now you want to tighten them down evenly. So there it goes, pop back into place. Alright, so do that, and now do this one, and now do this one. Alright, so tighten this one down, and then I would do this one, and then I would do this last one. And there you go. And now I'm going to start it up to show you how it'll work. So, of course you need that. And you need 2 primer, to prime it. And then pull it. And there you go.